Oh, that's random. Yes, it was muted. Thank you for pointing that out. The frick. I don't know why I changed that setting, but it did. But yeah, sorry. Nope, I muted, or it auto-muted for some reason. I blue screened. I don't know how long I spent on this thing. I'm giving myself like, what, 2 more minutes? Yeah, thank you for sticking around. Honestly, I was like, well, shit. It's like, I'll get back at this, everyone will be gone. I don't know what's going on with my PC. It is blue screened. It blue screened last stream as well, so something's going on with it. I don't see anything like running besides Windows, but it's not like my computer sounds bad before it crashes, it just suddenly crashes. XMP. I am not familiar with that. What is that? Yeah, sultry eyes. I know he had like mascara on. They had kind of the Klingon face a little bit. They had like little weird skull noses. Luscious locks. I still don't remember if they had ears. Do not remember. This is terrible is what this is. I remember there was fishnet involved. For some reason, they had like the wardrobe of like a German Raber. User for gaming, it was recommended to me. You toggle it on, off on the BIOS, so you probably know if you had it on. Oh, overclocking. Yeah, I have not overclocked. At least I'm pretty sure I have. Should not have. There is always a possibility that Ernesto has done something to my computer that I don't know about. Alright, this is terrible, and I don't want to touch it anymore. Alright, I need to look up what Predator looks like. So sorry. Okay, hold on. Oh, alright, I gave it too many extra things. Way more of a dome face. Okay. Okay. What it... I'm sorry, but these two just look like they're about to kiss. Alright. We're starting to get an AI hogwash, so we're gonna go over here. He's got very luscious eyelids. No. This is terrible. Alright. Well, we go back to Brihei. Though we don't have to. If anyone sees anything that they're intrigued by... I know you rated when I was working on this guy before. He's a bit more finalized now. He's animated now. Or, not animated, but yeah. I still... I think there's a little bit more tweaking. But yeah. Mostly just doing like little fine details, adding his lumpy bits. Yeah, thank you. And then we were working on this one on stream before. It's getting more into like adding fine texture detail levels, so that's why I kind of stopped working on that one because that tends to get a little boring for people. You'd love to have an extendo light shock neck. Yeah, he's a fun one. I wanted to do something that kind of worked in the D&D universe, but, you know, obviously wasn't a D&D dragon. There's, whatever this is. And this was like a random sketch we started on stream. But yes. If people were like, bored of Brihei and want me to migrate, let me know. I can migrate. But yes, I think when I was muted, I was asking Casey and Carson if you're still hanging out. Do you have a separate PC for streaming? Like, I know, because, like, I tend to, when I'm working, I put people playing a lot of Repo. And a lot of them mention having a separate PC. Okay, just the one. I was like, I don't exactly have the money to do another PC, so it's good to know, but... God, I keep crashing, so I'm like freaking worried that I gotta update something on this. Oh, it's like I forgot Riot Cam had been turned off, but she did just abandon me, so it's no point putting that back on. Debate having multiple, but it's more complicated than it's worth. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, it's like my PC is pretty beefy, so I don't know. I mean, it is like hand-me-down parts from Ernesto, but like he tends to buy ridiculously. My partner, he's a developer, so he always has very nice. So it's like my stuff is, you know, like one step down from top of the line usually. But yeah, I keep having crashes. I don't know. Oh god, I thought it was crashing again because the music. Don't do that to me, music. I mean, I might need to stream. Well, I gotta figure out why my PC is going down, but I might just need to stream more, because I know, like, Carson, you stream for hours when you go. Well, I mean, I stream for, like, 3 hours, but, like, you're, like, 8. So I just wonder if maybe I need to just stream a bit more, is the trick. I should also, you know, actually stick to my damn schedule. No, part of me's just having fun with it. It's just nice to work and chat. Used to cap it at 4 hours, but the power of ADHD meds. Nice. Yeah, I guess, I don't have ADHD meds, but I do have a CBD edible that I occasionally take for, like, joint pain or if I can't fall asleep that I've discovered is real good for making me hyperfixate on working. Thank you for the follow, Dolly say? And also, hi White Knight! You've missed a blue screening. Sorry, my train of thought. And a wonderful raid from Carson. Dolly. Alright. like the painter. Ooh, game dev artist. Hello. Yes. Well, it's like, I don't know if you came from, did you come from the Carson's raid? I was like, Carson's also was working on some game stuff. This is technically for Twitch, this thing that I'm working on specifically, but I was like, where's my... These are some of the things I was working on for our indie game that I'm working on. But yes, this is what I work on at night when I'm not sleeping. And then I have my own... Someday I will actually be able to do... I have a whole massive campaign setting for Tabletop RPG. But, like, that's what all this stuff is for. But yes, hello, fellow game dev artists. I was like, I've done game dev, or game art for cripes, a decade? As long as they're having fun with it. A fart director, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, veteran, but I've also mostly worked on indie game stuff. I did do stuff for WoW for a little bit, but that was like illustration work. It's like, I had not had much luck with AAA studios. See that I've just been warned off of so many of them. Also, are like any I've a lot of the double A ones that I've interviewed for ended up like going under right as I was interviewing. Had fun luck with that. Oh, okay. Bye, Carson. Have fun getting groceries. Sorry for the dogs. As much fun as you can have getting groceries. It's, well, yeah, like, honestly, indie games are, you end up doing more work in the grand scheme of things, because you usually have to do, jack of all trades. It's just ridiculous when you're trying to get jobs now, because almost every single job requirement is like, must have shipped AAA title, and it's like, oh. You know how many things have been shelved? Oh yeah. No, I'm definitely like I'm technically fun employed right now. Um the indie stuff I'm working on is my partner and I made a bunch of indie games back in the day. Like 7 years ago, 8 years ago. So we decided to relaunch it. So yeah. We've got a bunch of different games that we're thinking about, but we're doing one that's like I wanna say fairly simple. It's not necessarily fairly simple, but it's like not going to be award winning. It's just going to be fun. And then hopefully it will do well enough that we can work on the stuff that we have more cool ideas for. Oh, you were on Dead by Daylight. Oh, that sucks. Sorry about that. I got hit up by the recruiter for them once and then they ghosted me. Things are fun these days. But yeah. Tis the state of the industry, right? Yeah. I mean, what was it? I was working in animation. I was working on I was on a series, and before that I was on or a limited series, and before that I was on a film trilogy for Guillermo del Toro. And that all got shelved. And it was going really really well actually, and then it just got inexplicably shelved because Netflix. Yeah, no, exactly. Everyone's like, when are we going to hear about it? I'm like, and then you break down sobbing. For the longest time, like I couldn't actually say even that I worked for him for like 2 fucking years. Cause yeah, I got laid off in May 23, and they're like, "Oh, you'll be able to get a job. By the way, you can't say who you work for." And then industry just kind of kept getting worse. I had like a couple little gigs, but those all went under. All the studios went under. I was supposed to be working at Crop Circle, and then they went under. And it's just, you know, fun times. But yeah. I just hope people realize that when things go under right now, it is not mean that it was a bad game or a bad movie or a bad film. It means studio execs are really dumb right now. I have hope someday that I know Guillermo was like trying to still keep the film trilogy at least alive. The series, I think, is dead, dead. But yeah, I had a very fun couple of years working on a very awesome team. Until I didn't. But it was a very good learning experience. So what are, now that you're in the Fun Employed Club, what are you up to? What big projects are you trying to distract yourself with? I gotta fix those teeth a little bit, don't I? Yes, fun employed. I mean, it's it's what we call being unemployed right now. Your cat just peed in the tub. Oh, thanks, kitty. No, I said, what are you up to now that you're fun employed? White Knight, I know you're not fun employed. You're still gainfully employed. I was like, and you actually like your job for the most part, if I recall correctly. White Knight is my wonderful mod. They do some fucking awesome embroidery. Right now they're working on a nun harvesting a tree of phalluses. Oh, do you? What time do you usually stream at? I'll have to backstock you. You can post it in the chat if you want. It's like, I know I need to get better at streaming more, but I also have a bunch of other stuff I need to do, and I'm a little hesitant about working on indie game stuff on stream. like for now I'm just kind of streaming for the enjoyment of getting to chat with people while I work, which is a nice distraction break from the world in general. You've been doing it for 16 plus years. Damn, White Knight. 10:30 a.m. Oh, you're a morning person. I was like, that's probably why I haven't seen you, well, because I'm very much a night owl. I am a horrific night owl. So I was like, I like, looking at what the other art streams are going. Although, are you doing art, or are you playing games? I don't know why I pronounced it so weirdly there. I think it was largely the way the mic captured it. I swear I didn't say it that weird. Art. Oh, nice. You're teaching it. Are you teaching it through Twitch, or are you doing are you doing like a Gumroad kind of thing, or Schoolism? One of the many classes. Well, that's cool. That's nice of you. Yeah, I've been kind of, I would have to get... I've been tempted to kind of do, like, some kind of creature design thing like that, but, it usually involves a lot of prep work to, like, actually teach the, like, foundations of creature design. I know I tried it on, like, Patreon at one point. White Knight might remember this. Where I was, like, going through anatomical breakdowns. And it was very involved. So it's like, someday when I have more of a good headspace, I should start that up again. I mean, compared to, back in the day, like 15 years ago, there's so much more public art education than there used to be. It's like now people can very easily get away with learning stuff on YouTube instead of college. See, I'm not a big advocate for art schools anymore. I mean, I went to one, but that was because there wasn't really other options. I mean, there probably was, it's just I didn't know where they were. I came from the middle of nowhere. Didn't really hear about any of that stuff. Yeah, I mean, college was worth it for meeting my college classmates. Like, I made good connections. Like, they're still my friends. Oh god, how many years has it been? Over a decade. So I'm still happy I did it, because I would not have nearly... I mean, nobody would... I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for going to college, is I guess what I'll say. Because... like, art was not a accepted thing where I was from. It was not an acceptable career. It was a dalliance. I was supposed to focus on working to death in retail and having children. That was my purpose. Yeah. Did not work well. I may have made this a little too dark in here. This is what happens when I go in too close and detail too much. I get too much. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I kind of wish they would do that for education. Because, like, I've looked at teaching, and a lot of it requires, like, a master's degree. And it's like, I can't afford to go for a master's degree. It's like, even doing, like, summer school programs and shit. A lot of those require master degrees. I mean, I've taught summer school programs, but depends on where you go if you can actually do it without a master's. Alright. So like I'm probably getting to the point where I'm just thinking it's going to be tiny on the screen. And I'm going way too noodly in it. Because it's going to be way down here. So yeah. I think I may actually call it a Brihei for now, because I think he's actually pretty close. I'm probably going to do another frame. So this was edited with the nose, because this was where we were at, and the nose was too scrunched. Like, he's got a pretty scrunched face, but... yeah, that was off-kilter. Okay, so I'm gonna switch this. I guess I'll duplicate that just in case I go back. Alright, so... we've got head up. Like, this is the talking pose, essentially. And this is going to be the drawing pose. And then I'll be animating this. Like, just basic tail flicking back here. You know. And then I'll be animating the arm. Which is why this is on a separate layer. Yeah, the tail twitch, like, I was gonna draw it now, but it doesn't actually really make any sense to, because I was looking up how to animate in Procreate, and I'm like, it's actually just easier for me to draw it in the frames. So yeah, he'll have his hand move. I'll probably do a couple versions of that. There's like lifted hand. But I don't know if I'm going to need an in-between for... I might need an in-between between these two. I might need one where it's like, it's just this face but closed mouth. And then he'll transition back into this. I also do need to tweak this face a little bit because he's got way too many dark lines. Like, there's way too many dark lines around his mouth right now. So, got a little... Nope, don't do that. Wrong one. So I need to tweak that. But yeah, I'm fairly happy with where this is at right now. So if I am very ambitious over the weekend, I might have this working by Monday stream. Okay. So... I'm going to set him aside for now. Just because I still need to look through tutorials on animating a little bit. So... I'm trying to think. We've been going 40 minutes on this one, and what was my previous... Before the crash... Before the crash was an hour. Okay. So, you still got a bit. Or at least... I thought I was streaming longer before, but it was because, I was playing Repo on my friend's stream at like 11:30. Yeah, I don't know if people have preferences for what I work on. We got this werewolf I could work on. Completely switch up styles. I might actually just kind of do some bullshit sketching. But yes, if people have preferences, there's also the whole. I showed it before. which was this one. This one I got like fine detailing I gotta do is a big part, so I'm like, I don't know how much people want to watch noodling happen. Oh, yeah, White Knight, I think you came after I crashed, so you missed me drawing Carson requested Predator from memory. So that's that abomination. Yeah, and apologies, my mic is much closer than usual because I went to move it and the damn mic stand fell off. So it is currently propped up by my phone holder. Oh, good. Alright, so, well, now you get to see how terrible it is. Maybe you can ask me to do it again and see if my memory improves between. I was like, I don't know if I had, I think you were on when you were here when the person requested. Was it Jake or Finn? I was like, I don't know if they were here again. Though I have a feeling it was like a drive-by kink request. The Predator Alien Hybrid? Oh, yeah. I'm trying to remember. I need to look that up. Alright, I will look that up later because my PC's been blue screening so much that I'm terrified to open anything up. But yeah, I do need to look that up so I can see what it was, because as I was mentioning when I was drawing the Predator, I was like, I'm a big monster movie fan, and honestly, I never was a huge fan of. Well, like, I like the Predator movies, but I wasn't a fan of the monster. Because I'm like, it's just a dude. Yep, no, that was. I did put fishnets on the little 5-minute sketch because I think as I phrased it, I remember he had fishnet like a German raver. Alright. Just throwing down color. Making a rough sketch of something. Rough sketch of something or other. Actually, I'll just duplicate you. Friend works in Hollywood and has done design and models for both Alien and Predators. Oh. I was like, who is it? I quite possibly know them. It's not George Duchel, is it? That's a name? That is the most game character name? Renegade effects. Okay, that's what he works for. That's really cool. It's like obviously familiar with the work, but I don't think I've met him. Maybe? No. I maybe have seen him like at a event, but I don't think we've talked. That's really cool. Oh no. That's really neat. Sorry, I opened up a wrong tab on my computer. It's like I've ended up like vicariously getting to, or just from the people I know and working in the industry and going to like Monster Palooza and chatting with everybody. I've like gotten to know a lot of the special effects people, but I don't know. Actually, a lot of them don't have work right now. It's very sad. I mean, this. I didn't think it's like how it's been for everybody. Just surprisingly that it's still touching special effects when you'd think they'd be largely safe from AI. It's like, he is familiar, so if I ever see him at another show, I'm gonna be like, hi. Maybe. I don't know. I'm very... I say that I'll be outgoing, but honestly, it depends on my mood at the show. I don't know what this is. What am I drawing, guys? What the frick is happening here? Might scrap this. I mean, it's not bad, it's just... I'm not 100% feeling it. Oof. Like, I mostly wanted something I could do some fun texture work on, but I can't just start in texture work until, like, let's see. Where is he? This guy. So think about texture work. You need to have all the original values down before you start doing texture work. Because, yeah, before you do that, like, it builds up on the values. If you don't have that, then you'll just end up getting muddy, like, underlying musculature structure and all that nonsense. So I guess if I'm in the mood to do fun textures, we're gonna work on textures on this chunky boy. So if anyone gets bored of this, let me know, because it is going to involve a lot of up-close noodling. Which might not be the most thrilling thing to look at. Nope. See if I want to commit with this. Yeah. I'm going to turn this layer off for now. This is just like a sparkle layer. This is just giving it rough subsurface scattering. Alright. I don't know if the audio would cut out for everybody or if it was just me. But just a heads up, that might mean my computer is about to blue screen again. Which if it does, I will probably not be starting up again because I just need to tear apart my PC. Let me figure out what the heck is going on, because the frick? What is this? So I'm trying to figure out there's like a white line here. Yeah, it's on that layer. Okay. Alright. I was just failing terribly at finding it. We're good. It's all good. It's like I don't necessarily need to go too detailed, but I do need to clean it up a bit. Like honestly, I have an over tendency to blend in my scritchy lines, and sometimes my scritchy lines are what actually works best. Oh, that's what I wanted. Like honestly, staying out in this range is like my happy place. Like even though I'm technically doing little details, I need to stop myself from zooming in. Because I have to think about it, and people are going to be looking at it like this. They're not going to... They might go in like this, and then they'll see all the messy lines, but this is pretty much where the readability needs to be. Okay. These are going to be the hard ones. This isn't entirely, like... You have to think, because his neck extends out. So these are the ones that are technically pulling out, extending. Well, like, it's mostly these here, but there's going to be some buildup on these ones going up the wing as well. Just because there's so much scratching, it does need to go fairly far. Too intense. Oh no. I totally forgot to... That's why I stopped getting noises. Forgot to turn on multi-stream chat again. Because I totally forgot that it crashed. I'm pretty sure it would have told me if there was something that I missed, hopefully. Like, it was on, I just didn't have the tab open to see them. Like, I don't think it just pops into existence when I finally click on it. I will never live that down. That I missed that YouTube integration was not letting me see any of the chat. This is a fun chiptunes game, or song. Keep reminding myself, keep in your happy spot. To live stream my bad habits to everybody. Watch my bad habits as I zoom in and noodle on something nobody will ever see. So I had to fight the urge because in my brain there's like, obviously, you know, when you're doing it for a studio or whatever, you want it to be, you want it to be, when you're doing it for a studio, you need it to be identifiable, right? You need, like, at the scale that you'll see it in the game or in the movie or whatever. But in my mind, when I kind of start drawing monsters, I'm not necessarily thinking of them like, oh, this is for a game, or this is for a movie. I'm thinking of, wouldn't it be cool if this existed? So, for that reason, I tend to overly detail because I want it to be like, if I suddenly gain the magical ability for my things to exist in real life, like, I draw them and they come to life, I don't want there to be mushy scales up close. I want it to have its scales like I imagine. But it makes no damn sense to do it that way. It's a waste of effort. But that's my kind of reasoning. I was like, but what if? What if I found Genie, who let me have the ability to make my stuff real or whatever? Okay. There's some funky. That's not gonna be as words. That's not gonna be as defined there because the light's not gonna hit it. There's folds of skin over it. Exactly. I am not going to attempt to pronounce that though. I mean, the world might be very much doomed if the stuff I draw comes to life, but, you know, not everything's creepy. Some of it's just really cute. Or just fun. But it's like I had a brain fart when I was trying to think of what you were referring to, and I'm like, oh, it's that, but then I still can't 100%. I didn't sleep much. I made a mistake of taking Excedrin for my headache last night, and that... I took it early enough, I thought, but nope, it kept me awake all damn night. I think this is my favorite part of doing this, is adding this little blue sheen. It's just like the hard edge bounce light, or rim lighting on stuff. There's just something very satisfactory about it. Just defining the forms. I'm about to yeet my watch away from me because it just keeps telling me I'm getting Slack notifications. I'm like, oh no, what am I missing? And it is one of my friend groups discussing protein. I'm also trying to think of just how the scales on this guy are working. I'm thinking it's kind of like a Gila monster? Gila monster? Let's see if I can look it up without my... I guess theirs are more rounded, but... I guess I'm thinking... I'll show you what I'm talking about. Like, not completely perfect. Like, not your traditional scales, more the lumpy scales. Oh, for the... Seriously? I love how it's a fucking toad. Alright. It's the future. Ugh. For those that couldn't tell, it was definitely an AI image. I'm trying to think of where, because the blue rim light is more ambient light versus the yellow light is actually coming from inside. So there are areas where the pink light or the warm light is going to be overtaking this. Isn't that tasty? I don't know why. That's what I choose for words for this. Alright, not quite that much. It is a fun practice that, like, doing this, I have to definitely think about how this works in 3D space. Like, in my mind, I already have them 3D modeled. Because I have to realize, like, okay, that scale is going in at that point, so it's not catching any of this ambient light. And, like, vice versa. And like this is where it would definitely hit. I mean, a lot of people do at like once they get to something hardcore rendering, a lot of people will 3D model it. They might not do all the scale details, but they'll like do all the major forms. Which I mean, I've done. I mean, I've done for, like, when I was working at Netflix and stuff for things like that, but, I usually don't need to rely on it for illustrations. There is one illustration that I do need it on, but it's because it's, like, 20 hyenas. So yeah, that one I was like, if it was one hyena doing it, it'd be fine, but since I'm doing so many of them, I want to make sure that I'm having them, you know, taking up the correct amount of space, not merging into each other kind of thing. Just using this other color. It's like in between the two stages. It's still warm, or it's a warmer tone, so this is just kind of rounding out some of the edges, because it's not all hard edges. Yes, I need to be a little careful with it, because I don't want to lose all the edges that I did. Yeah, see, like that, I prefer that hard edge in there. No. It's like I thought maybe there'd be a little bit of thinness in there, but I'm like, no, that should be a pretty hefty chunk of muscle. Like, this is one big chunk. Oop. So, no, there's... That's why there's no light in between there. No inner glow, I should say. Hopefully this makes sense. I'm just kind of babbling about my thought process. Also, I'll probably be calling it fairly soon. Mostly because I'm a little worried about trying to get this damn PC. Like, I don't know why it's crashing on me. We'll see. If I can get it up and running, I might try and work tomorrow on stream. Just because I've been slightly encouraged by talking to Casey and Carson. I'm like, I should Should hang out more. But also I need to get my computer to stop crashing on me. So yeah, it's a big thing. I mostly just need to take apart my computer before I lose daylight. Or get it out of the back hole. It is pretty entrenched in my... It's very entrenched in my, You know what? I think I'm actually gonna add a, like a little glowing skin in between these antlers. Which means I will have to add that over here. This is the alternative version of when the neck's out. Though, yeah, that's to be doing that on a different layer. Thank you. Man, that's like, I'm getting so confused now when I do the like shared chat thing. Now that I finally hopefully fix that. It has such a loud sound notification that I'm like, get startled every time. How goes your phallus tree? That's such a weird question to ask. White Knight, your embroidery project. Or did you change? I swear, it's a thing. I'm not... Yeah. Yeah. The words were uttered. We live on stream now. You had to take a break? Got like, body getting too worn out by it? Or just too much stuff going on? Or maybe you just wanted to work on something else. Maybe you're like, you know what? My hobby for the week is bookbinding. I feel like I could get into bookbinding. You start a project on a larger count fabric. Oh. The holes are tiny. I see. Well, it's good to have, I'm guessing it's good to have multiple things to work between. Like I have so many different sketching projects going on at once, and sculpting and everything. And sometimes it's hand cramping, like that's why I like to switch to traditional pencils or sculpting. No, getting sucked into another craft. Oh, I know the feeling. The White Knight, you know what? I really, really want to learn glass blowing someday. Though, man, out of all the different art types I could get into, I'm like, let's do the one where I could potentially maim myself so easily. It's the point I wouldn't be able to do any art anymore. Yeah. Sometimes I'm smart. Oh, yeah. That is true. And honestly, I already have, like, a hard enough time, like, I think I have, like, a really, really good sense of smell, or at least compared to Ernesto. Because, like... I've been able to sense, like, or smell, like, gas leaks and stuff that he hasn't been able to and shit like that. But the 3D printing that we do, just in terms of both the printing stuff and painting it, it kills me, the smells and the, like, and just breathing in all the paint fumes. Like, even if I'm wearing a mask, the mask definitely helps, but... So yeah, glass blowing is one of those things I would love to learn, but also I realize I would probably die doing so. I think I'm probably closer to, if I ever had, like, let's say one of our indie games actually does well enough that, like, we can afford to, you know, successfully start up our, like, publishing studio a little bit. Not, like, huge amounts of money, but I'll probably get a kiln and then start doing ceramics. I haven't done it in so damn long, but I kind of love seeing what everybody else is doing in ceramics all the time. It's one of my favorite, like, art types to follow. And I like the idea that it kind of teaches you to get, like, let go of stuff. Because it's, you know, you gotta pray that the kiln gods don't let your shit explode, but sometimes it happens and you just gotta get used to it. Kind of teaches you to be a little less precious with what you do. Which Ernesto thinks I'll have a problem with, but I don't really think so. It's not like I mean, there are some paintings that I, like, regret selling, but most of the time I'm like, when I'm done with a piece of art, I'm like, I'm just happy it goes to, you know, somewhere new. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, ceramics is supposed to be pretty brutal on the hands, so you know, I'm picking good ones here for somebody that already has joint pain from doing a lot of farm work. Okay. Yes, I think I'm gonna call it there, because I need to go eat something and figure out what the frick is going on with my computer. But yeah. I don't know what this is. I might just delete that. That's just... Is this salvageable? We'll see. I'll give it a little bit before I delete it. But yeah, Brihei's pretty close. Like I said, I think I'm gonna probably do a mouth closed version when he's facing the camera. And then, yeah, I have to actually do the frames and animate, but... yeah. Anyways. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Let's see. I was trying to see if any of Art Friends are up streaming, but I don't see anybody. Not right now. Oh, no, Casey Snow is. Alright, Casey's streaming. She's got her partner push. She's got a little bit yet. Alright, so we'll raid Casey, which I might be very well raiding Casey with herself. But yes. Alright, thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm gonna start the raid. Have a good rest of the week. Have a good night. Bye-bye.